Hey, welcome back to the Ready to Rise podcast. And truly, just thank you so much for being here. I know that I say that often, but I truly mean it. Like, this podcast has been such a passion project, a labor of love, if you will. Like, it's just so meaningful to me to get to share my journey. And it came out of my place of truly, like, you can hear my doggy in the background, guys. But you can, if you've been listening since the beginning, you kind of know the whole story. If not, you've gotten bits and pieces, that kind of thing. But truly, this has just been like such a beautiful place for me to share my journey. And I know that so many of you have gotten to learn from it. And that just means the most to me. And I know I recently said that we are reaching women in 42 different countries, and that's actually wrong. I was like, pretty sure that was correct. So I went through and I counted everything again, and I was wrong. It's 58 countries. 58 countries. So please, like, DM me at Hello Audrey Rose on IG and tell me where you are tuning in from. Let me know, like, that you're listening to the podcast, where you're tuning in from, because I just really want to know and I want to connect with you personally. And I just have to say, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, because it means everything to me, like, to be able to share this with so many of you. So today's episode, it's going to be short and sweet, but I think it's a powerful reminder. So let's dive right on in. So I want to ask you something. What if this, the nervous system regulation we've been talking about, the happiness, the deep connection, the true feeling of joy in your day-to-day life, what if this really did become your new normal? And not just something that you feel, on some of the good days, but like truly something that you feel most days, where you're feeling like you're really waking up and actually happy to live your life. Not just surviving, getting through the day, not just like holding it together, but truly feeling like you're plugged into your life. You're engaged in it. You're happy. You're enjoying it. I know that for some of you listening, that might feel really far away right now, but I can promise you that it's not, because I've been there, right? But when you're missing something, you sometimes don't even know what to look for. And you know my story. When I was stuck before, I had my whole functional freeze journey, but even before that, just in general, my personal development journey, right? I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what I needed. I just grew up, to be honest with you, for most of my life, thinking that something was completely wrong with me, thinking that I was just a total loser. I was so unhappy, and I just didn't know what was going on. And later on, when I got the tools and I learned how to help myself, it changed things, right? And then fast forward to after the pandemic, you guys know, as a nurse, how I just really burned myself out and I was stuck in what's called functional freeze, right? Where I was just so emotionally numb and just disassociated from myself and just so like out of it. But I didn't know that that's what it was. I was basically just stuck in this period of being the strong one, being the overachiever, the one that everybody can count on, the one that, always gets the phone call in the middle of the night to pick up the, drunk person or whatever, right? Like always the one. I could do everything, achieve everything, just, oh my God, always doing the things. But inside, I felt like I wasn't living my life for me. I felt like I was just going through the motions. Like I was really numb and exhausted. And the problem was that nothing was working for me. So, how I had gone on this whole like happiness journey and finding myself journey before the functional freeze, before the nervous system dysregulation happened. And so I had tried all of those tools again. I tried the hiking and the yoga and all of this. I tried to really like get outside and like do new things. And I don't know, but none of my tools were working at that time. The mindset hacks that I had learned, the 5 a.m. club, all of that, like none of that was working for me. Even rest. I just was on my friend Sarah. I can never say her name right, but her podcast is called the Creating Sunshine podcast. But Sarah A. I was just on her podcast talking about this, how even like rest at that time didn't feel good. Like it didn't feel restful. I would put on my favorite on those like restful kind of, dreary days is Harry Potter. I would put on my Harry Potter movie. I would like lay on the couch with like my down comforter and my fluffy pillows. I like literally like as if I was like a kid staying home sick from school. I would drag all my stuff out to the couch and like lay and get super comfy and cozy, and it still didn't work. Like I didn't feel like I could fully rest. But the reason is you cannot think your way out of nervous system. You cannot think your way out of this. Even when you're unhappy, you're not happy in your life. You can't think your way out of any of this. We can't change through the thought process because we need the actual tools that aren't just going to help us like feel good for a minute, but actually going to help us heal and regulate. And that's what I created inside the Rise Sisterhood. And that's why I'm so freaking passionate about my membership. And that's why I have to mention it real fast, because we go so deep in the sisterhood, right? It's a virtual membership, and every single month is where we get nervous system healing tools that you actually use. It's a series that repeats every month based on like a different theme. So this month, the theme is all about joy. It's called the frequency of joy. And the series is that every single week one, it's a whole lesson and connection call. We come in, we get to chat, hang out together, we have a lesson. Then week 2, you get an EFT tapping session. Week 3 is a sound healing session. And then week 4, we have a breathwork session. And all of these come out the same order each month because we're building neuroplasticity by using these tools over and over again. So then that way, when we have the days where life is really hard, and we're kind of like, what should I do? How do I handle this? What do I do? Our brain will quickly go to knowing what tools to use and what kind of it'll get to a regulated nervous system. It'll get to a regulated place quicker than it normally would because of the neuroplasticity that we're building by doing these healing practices over and over and over, right? There's also a component, it's like a Facebook style group that's off social media, and it's just a place for all of the women in this membership to connect. It's just like a place where I can check in personally in this private community so that we can talk and connect. And this is also where all of those, you know, the monthly series is housed, but also every single previous month is housed there. So it's kind of like a nervous system Netflix, if you will. But it's like every single tool is designed for like women like me who are high achieving women who want to do the thing, who want to go work a 12-hour shift and absolutely crush it, but don't want to feel numb at the end of the week, right? Women who have it all together, but realize that like the house and the car and all of the bags are not making us feel happy. We feel disconnected underneath, no matter how much like cute skincare products we buy, right? Like it doesn't work. So what really helps us is going to be the actual tools that are going to help regulate. And then, yeah, if you go out and buy the skincare routine or you go buy the new bag or whatever, it feels really good. And it actually like lands in your body, that really good feeling. It comes forward because you have done the tools and you have done the work to feel regulated and to feel good. But when we spend all of our time just trying to shop to try to feel something, it doesn't work. Also, just want to mention I have another it's virtual as well. I believe so much in the virtual space because that's what really healed me. Because back when I was having a hard time with everything, I couldn't leave my house. I know I talk about this often, but it's just because it was so true for me. Like I could not leave my house. If you said this whole experience was going to be in person, whatever, I couldn't do it. There was no way because I just wasn't there yet. I wasn't at a place where I felt comfortable leaving my house. I was just really unhappy, and I also had a lot of depression that played into that. But that's why I believe so much, because I got into these groups online like this. I got into memberships just like this, and it helped me so much connecting with like-minded women, learning things that I could do very easily from home. it made it just way more accessible for me. So that being said, I have my virtual summit coming up in July, and it's called Rise. This one is Rise the Happiness Summit. It's all about happiness. And so it's completely free for you to join. So make sure you get your ticket. It's in the show notes below, or if you go on IG and if you comment the word summit on any of my posts, my little friend mini chat will send you the link so you can sign up. But truly, I just want you to be able to, find yourself again and continue that journey. I want you to know that happiness isn't something that comes after, it doesn't come after the things we think it does. It doesn't come after you get the new car. It doesn't stay. It's not sustainable like that. It doesn't, happen after you get a new degree. And all those things are good. I'm never going to tell you to stop, achieving or to stop getting things that light you up and that make you feel good. But that just doesn't bring true happiness. It's an inside job and it comes internally. So if you are craving something, if you feel like you've been feeling empty lately and you're feeling like, I don't know what's my next step, I don't know what is missing, I want you to know that it is possible to have this like happy feeling, to have this joy all the time. Or maybe not like, we're not toxic positivity here. It's not every single day, but most of the time, right? Like for the most part, you can be feeling really good about your life. And so I want to offer you to join the Rise Sisterhood for 14 days for free. You get a whole 2-week trial for free. Just go scroll down below. It's just, helloaudreyrose.com/sisterhood. And you don't even have to do anything. It's automatically embedded in there. It will not charge you for the first 2 weeks because I want you to come in and get to experience this for yourself. I want you to practice the tools that are going to make you feel so much better in the long run. And I just want to give it to you. I just want to make it accessible. So make this your new normal. Make happiness, make joy, make a lifestyle that feels really good for you. Make that your new normal. Come and join me. Keep listening to the podcast. Keep doing the things because it works. It's not an overnight success. And I'm so tired of hearing it getting, it's preached about like that on Instagram. It's not an overnight success, but by doing the work, it's just like the gym. Doing the work, you are going to start to see results. And once those results come, you are going to be like, just looking back, like, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I start living my life like this way sooner? Because I promise you, like the colors get brighter, the days get so much more happier. You're so much more present and things feel really, really good. And I'll leave you with this one last little thought. When our nervous system is dysregulated and it's hard for us to kind of go about our day because everything feels like a threat. You get a text from your boss, you get an email, the kids are screaming in the back of the car, whatever. These things build up and build up and build up. And that's what over time causes functional freeze because we're just so used to this chronic stimulation, chronic stress, these inputs, and these over time, our nervous system just can't take any more inputs because we haven't regulated and we haven't cleared anything out. So by coming in and doing the EFT tapping, the breath work, the sound healing, the regulation, the actual modalities, we open up more space in our bodies to be able to respond to those triggers differently. We open up space to be able to actually process this and respond rather than letting it all pile up and causing us to completely shut down and disassociate. And that makes every single day of our life so different. And most days of our lives are going to be spent way happier and feeling so much better about ourselves and feeling so happy. So much more joy in our life. That's the short version of why this is so freaking important. So I will see you in the sisterhood, my friend. Get your free trial below. And until I see you next time, I hope you have a blessed and beautiful week.